What up, YouTube? This is Shooting Star Draco here, and today I have a guest. Her name's Ayane,
Hi.
and she's got a deck profile that I would like to introduce to everybody on the YouTube community. Ayane, would you like to show off?
Sure. We're going to start. It's called Angelic Chaos Control. We start off with two Agent Mystery Earths, two Miracle Jupiters, three Raikos, two Breakers, two Chaos Sorcerers, one Caius, one Battle Fader, Marshmallow, Glow Up Bulb, Necrogardna, Sandgoon, Plague Spreader, Honest, Master Hyperion, Dad, and Tragodia.
That's an interesting monster lineup. Explain some of the plays that's in this monster lineup.
Well, this is obvious. Tragodia, you can just drop him whenever you need to drop him. It's better to build up your hand first. Dad is a pretty much self-explanatory thing. You have three darks in a graveyard, you just pop him. It's kind of like a game changer. He always comes out mid to late game. Honest, I've been known to be able to honest little things like Marshmallow and just like destroy your Trishula. Haha. I like to use Mr. Battle Fader here to tribute for Caius. That way, I could just, I remove your crap. Mainly, the plays that I like the most are when I can either get Chaos Sorcerer out, or I use my Raikos, and usually after you see everything else, I'm going to end up popping your entire back row and just destroying you. But my biggest thing that I like the most is when I use Chaos Sorcerer and Glow Bulb. Special summon, Arcanite Magician, just pop everything.
That seems like a great setup right there. Alright, let's move on to the spells.
Spells. And don't laugh, but my personal attack is Scapegoat.
Why do you tech Scapegoat?
Well, everybody needs a little defense from time to time, and you saw my deck list so far. I have dead hands. So we do Scapegoat, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Foolish Burial, Charge, of course, you're playing three Raikos. Burial from a Different Dimension, one Pot of Avarice, two MSTs, two Pot of Dualities.
Okay. How's the consistency going with this deck specifically?
I get monster hands, but depending on what the monsters are, it's pretty easy to get what I need. The consistency is actually very well, especially since I only play 6 traps.
Yeah.
So it works out pretty good, especially in this meta.
So, alright, well, speaking of the 6 traps, let's show off the 6.
We got Call the Haunted, Solemn Judgment, Return from a Different Dimension, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Mirror Force, and one Solemn Warning.
Now, why just one warning right now?
Well, I'm paying half my life points for Return and for Judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that being said, I usually only have enough for Solemn Warning. But, with cards such as Compulse, I don't always need to worry about what's going to happen. They can destroy whatever they want because my deck runs off the graveyard. And with, Return and Burial from a Different Dimension, I can get anything that's removed from play virtually back to where I need it to go, so.
Yeah, well, that's definitely an interesting deck list. You got an extra deck we can see?
Yeah. Alright, so my extra deck consists of one Gachi Gachi. I play a lot of level 2s, so it's pretty easy to get him out. I have Mr. Cataster there. Everything's pretty much a staple. Magical Android, Iron Chain. I'm not worried about you milling. You can mill all you want to. My personal favorite, Bryonic, Gaia, Black Rose Dragon, Ancient Fairy Dragon, personal tech of mine, especially now that Gravekeepers and other things are back that have to use field spells. Arcanite Magician that I mentioned earlier. Stardust Dragon, you have to have it. Thought Ruler, Scrap Dragon, Mistworm, and the Beast Trishula.
Alright, well, why do you use Mistworm? I don't see a lot of players using Mistworm anymore.
Well, that's the thing. Because nobody's expecting Miss Worm to come out, you're always going to suspect that you're sinking 9 for Trishula. I like to, go against the grade.
Alright. Well, that was definitely interesting deck list. We know that you were at regionals. Would you like to show your side deck you used for regionals?
My side deck kind of, gave me the best options. Everybody sides, against Chaos once they see that's what you're playing. So I used 2 Effect Veilers, 3 Mystic Shine Balls, 1 Earth, 1 Venus, another Master Hyperion, 2 DD Crows. You're not going to pot of Avarice me or the TGX crap that TGs play. 2 Noblemans because Light Sworns are back, Starlight Road, Dimensional Prison, and Chain Disappearance.
So basically your whole deck just switches. It's a double deck, basically.
Pretty much. I mean, that's how I usually play all my decks, so I try to keep everything, fair game.
Okay, well that was definitely an interesting deck list. I hope to have you again to show off maybe another one of your weirdo decks.
Weirdo decks.
Alright, I'm Dark Wow, I'm Shooting Star Draco. I used to be Dark Sayuki, and I'm out.